Hello, lovely people of the world. For anyone who's new, my name is Brunellesp. For everyone else, thank you very much. Hello, welcome, and I hope that you are all well. Yeah, I'm a bit, never mind. So this is, it's not a makeup tutorial because I'm not professional, and most of the time I get my makeup wrong. Other times I get it right, and it's the hey, when that happens. But I wanted to share this with you. This is a quick makeup that I normally wear. Actually, I wear this most of the day, most times now when I'm popping out, if I have to wear makeup at all. But I just wanted to share it with you. It's nice and simple, and it's super quick. Everything from doing the eyebrows, the skincare, to everything else takes the maximum a half an hour, which is super quick for doing makeup and doing your skincare routine. But I'm just actually going to concentrate on the makeup this time around and not the skincare. So assuming you've already got all your moisturizers in place, whether you are super oily or not, you still need to hydrate your skin, and you've got your sunscreen in. Very, very important. I'm learning. So if you've got all of that set up, I've already done my eyebrows. They take between 3 and 4 minutes, so I've done them off camera. Nothing new. I have to draw them in place because I've got no eyebrows. Yeah, you guys might know why already. So we're going to move on, and what I'm going to do is just go really, really nice and quick. I'm going to use a concealer and just apply that on my lids, and whilst that dries up, I'll do my face. I'm looking down here because I'm trying to get to, you know, get a product. This is the Il Makiage Flawless Multi-Use Perfecting Concealer. This is in shade number 15 that I'm using. I'm just going to apply that all over my lids to neutralize everything because my lids are a little bit darker than the rest. Excuse the red eyes. I am also not sleeping at all, which is never healthy. So I managed to get about 3 hours sleep. So that's why I'm just exhausted. But got to spend precious time with the kiddies at the cinema to go and watch A Quiet Place 2. I've been looking forward to that movie for ages. So I'm just going to pat that all over my lid and the top of my eye. As that's settling in, I'm using the first prime. I'm going to double prime. That's not unusual. And this one is the Hanamide Matte 12. It is finished. I have squeezed the life out of it. But yeah, Hanamide Matte 12. It is hydrating, but also helps keep you matte for as long as possible. You're never going to be fully matte, but I'm just going to mainly concentrate that on the center of my face and then take whatever's left behind all over the rest of my face. Next primer is this one. This is from a company called Strivectin. And yeah, this is anti-wrinkle line blur perfector instant wrinkle blurring primer. Well, I've got wrinkles especially around my eyes, but I find that this actually really does blur the skin. You're just going to see in a minute. And it's got yeah, it's got a really nice finish, but you do have to be careful with it. Don't rub it in, more a case of push it into the skin. This is a consistency here. And just in case I did it really quick, so you get to see the name of the company here. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. And this one, I'll just do that, and then I pat it especially where my pores are, and you can see I got too much there, so a bit patchy. I just push that into the skin, and it really does blur the pores. Whilst that's getting settled and soaked up into the skin, and we're going to move on to where we're going. I need to find a cover for this before I forget it and it gets ruined, and it's somewhere right. Yeah, found it. Right, so that's the cover in place. I'm just going to use my bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, shade number 4. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's number 4, deep. And you guys know I love this bronzer. I've hit pan, look, I'm so proud. Oh yes, I use this all the time, and I'm just going to use that and apply it all over my lid. So no fuss, just the one shade. Sometimes I will use my blush instead, and I'm just going to apply that all over one eyeshadow, and that's it. Top of my lid, and also, sorry, top of my crease line, as well as all over my lid. And that's it really. For eyeliner, I'm going with the Maybelline Hyper Precise, Hyper Precise liner matte. So there you have it. And I'm just going to do that. Well, I'm not even going to do a wing liner this time around. Just going to apply that. And I have to put my eye. Actually, that liner stopped working properly, so I had to go in with a different one. Let me move this mirror out of the way. And it is, I use this one, which is the Aldi Lacura pencil. Not the best. Struggled a bit with the wing. Some days wings are good, some days they're not. It is what it is. Okay, so under the eyes, to help brighten things to start off with, I'm going with the Fenty Bright Fix, and this one is in toffee number 14. I do actually like this because I think it makes a difference. The only thing that's annoying with this is the applicator is messy. I mean, look at that. I'm not a fan of the applicator at all. Love the product. Applicator, not so much. So I just squeeze some here. I actually find that it works really well around this area where it's dark. And yeah, I actually use this now and it works quite well. Yeah, so it's just messy. Yeah, formula's fantastic, but not the rest. I just tap that into my skin. So if you're heavy breathing and struggling to breathe as well, so hay fever, I think that is to do with. Now I'm going back in with the Il Maquillage concealer. Just to highlight certain areas, and that's it. This is a nice concealer. It's very light. Just gonna blend that and push it into the skin. It blends in and gets soaked into the skin so easily. Foundation, I'm going in with the Fenty Pro Filter Powder, Soft Matte Powder Foundation in shade number 420. It's actually a good shade for me in the summertime. In the winter time when I'm slightly lighter, it's a bit off. But yeah, so I'm just going in with that. I'm actually going to use the Linda Hallberg powder applicator. I need to get another one. In fact, I did buy another one, but God knows where I put it. So yeah, it's really nice for giving that airbrush finish. It's a little bit wet, so I'm a bit worried about that. And I'm just going to press that all over into the skin. See? Perfect for that sort of airbrushed look. Next, to continue that airbrushed finished look, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder in number 4 again. And look at this, I am scraping at the very bottom of the barrel. In fact, any more scraping and there's going to be a hole, a big hole inside that. Look at that, look at that. Ooh, there's only barely a small amount over there. Whew. Well, never mind, you've got to go for it, and just apply that all over my face. Look, I love this powder. I'm going to use that Charlotte Tilbury powder at number 3, and slightly, because it's slightly brighter, I'm just going to use the very edge of that, and really I want to concentrate that on the inner sections, just to help brighten things a little bit. Applying the bronzer again underneath. I'm just gonna put eyeliner on the waterline, and I'm using this what is this? L'Oreal Matte eyeliner. Not good. No point getting it, but you know what? I've got it, so you have to keep going back and forth to get a little bit of colour. Mascara, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Lift and Define Lash Extra Dimension. I'm not that bothered with it. I've used it and it's I've got very short eyelashes, so mine need a bit of extra help, but it's good for separating, but it doesn't thicken them at all. So this is great if you've got really long lashes. For bronzer, you know what I'm using, the same bronzer as I use on my eyes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna apply that and use bronzer really. I know it's not the same bronzer and contour, but just to give it a hint of warmth to my face. I'm going to use that instead of contouring. For blush, I'm using the EX1 blush in the shade Love Story. So nice, and I'm just going to obviously just go nice and lightly over my cheeks. I just want a hint of colour. Moving on to lips, and then we're done. I'm starting off with the Burberry liquid lipstick in Velvet, or is it Black Cherry, number 57. I love this formula. It isn't necessarily matte, but I might have just put powder on top of it. It is super vampy and super dark and really pigmented. Absolutely love the formula. So I'm just gonna use that on the outside of my lips. On the center of my lips, I'm using the Nyx Lip Lingerie in number, I think it's called Liply, as in L-I-P, yeah, and then L-I, and then 24. So I'm just going to apply that in the center. Hopefully it's a good combo. I never know. Made a mess of that, but we can sort that out. Not bad. And there you have it. We are done. Nice and quick. Normally I can do this under 15 minutes or 20 minutes with the brows and the skincare. Yeah, which is nice and super quick. And it doesn't need to be complicated. If you're using powders, just make sure that you really hydrate your skin underneath, your moisturizers, serums, and so on. Put them in place. I've got extremely oily skin that's very dehydrated. So yeah, so it's important to make sure that I use the right products for my skin, but nice and quick. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon-ish. Bye.